What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLad88 coming at you with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a character breakdown for Eric Myers, the Quantum Red Ranger. Similar to my other character breakdowns, we're going to be running through the move list, doing some combos, and then I'm going to talk about a game plan for Quantum Red. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so let's start by talking about mobility. If I wanted to place Quantum Red in a speed category, I'd probably say he's somewhere in the middle. His forward dash is pretty quick, but doesn't really cover a whole lot of distance. His back dash is actually really good, because in about 2 back dashes you can put yourself at full screen. This is actually really important if you want to play more defensively, or if you're trying to get out of trouble situations. His wave dash is not the best. You can tell by the way that his wave dash works that his forward dash probably has some startup to it. That in combination with the fact that his forward dash doesn't cover a whole lot of range means that his wave dash isn't really all that great. Because of this, you would think that his directional dashes would be the most effective way to move out the screen with him, right? But that's actually not the case. If you actually dash using the attack buttons, it's his most effective means of movement, because you still get that pseudo wave dash. I initially thought that with Shadow Ranger, because he can do this as well, that you just had to press rhythmically on the forward button in order to get this, but with the attack buttons it's much easier in order to do. So when you guys are actually trying to figure out movement for your characters, now you have 3 different types of movement to consider. You have directional dashes, you have your dashing with the attack buttons, and then you have your wave dashes, because they're not going to be universal for every character. Some characters are going to be better at one type of dashing than another. So just keep that in mind. Moving into normal based attacks, we have standing light, crouching light, standing medium, crouching medium, standing hard, and then we have crouching hard, which is this low gunshot. This gunshot's actually pretty good just because it covers a lot of space, but it also has another property as well. With the introduction of Quantum Red came off-the-ground hitting moves. Every character in this game has an off-the-ground hitting move, also known as an OTG, and for Quantum Red, one of his is the crouching hard. If we're talking about command normals, we have back with hard, which gives you his launcher, and then forward with hard, which gives you this elbow drop. Now, I'm not sure if this is an overhead or not, but if it is, that means this move is actually really good, because it actually covers a lot of range. And very similar to his low gunshot, it also hits off the ground as well. Alright, moving into jumping based attacks, we have air light, air medium, and we have air hard. Air hard is going to be your go-to cross-up. If we're talking about moves that you mostly want to be using with Quantum Red, it's going to be your crouching hard, your standing medium, because any move that has decent range and moves you forward is a pretty decent move. And then we also have his jumping hard, because that is your go-to cross-up. And then jumping medium is also a good jumping from the front as well. Alright, let's go ahead and move into throw. You can actually use your crouching hard to hit off the ground with both of these. It just takes some timing, but as you can see, it leads to combo opportunities. EX. Now, let's talk about Super.
I need more quantum power.
So, Quantum Red Super is going to be your Quantum Sword. And this is something we like to refer to as an Install Super.
I need more quantum power.
Install supers are very special types of supers, because as opposed to giving you just a bunch of damage, it basically puts your character in a powered up state. In this state, your character can do a number of things. It can either buff their attack, it can buff their defense, help you heal life,
I need more quantum power.
or alter your normal based and special moves. So for Quantum Red, his install super, the Quantum Sword, basically alters his light, medium, and hard attacks.
I need more quantum power.
Changes his launcher, where now it's crouching hard. You have air hard here, which can also cause a wall bounce when you're in the air. And it also alters his normal throw as well. It makes his normal throw really dangerous, because now it causes a crumple state, which you can proceed to do combos from there. So that makes it really dangerous. He also gets access to 2 new special moves. One of which is the Quantum Divide, which is this projectile. And then he also has the Quantum Displace. This move, he rushes across the screen, causing multiple hits, but it also hits off the ground as well. So that's something to take note of. And that's pretty much going to be everything for the Quantum Sword. Let's move into special moves, starting with Neutral Special. Neutral Special gives you these gunshots, of which you can do up to about 5 or 6 at a time before he'll exit it. You can also charge these, which is really neat. And if you charge it full, you get this giant beam blast that flies across the entire screen. Mixing up these is going to be really important for you. Now, there's another thing he can actually do from his gunshots, where if you hold special and down, he'll go into the trick shot stance. From here, you can fire gunshots off the ground by pressing special, and as long as you're doing this, he actually stays on the ground. If you press the light attack option, he'll teleport into the air. He'll also do this over time, as well if you don't do anything. Now, if you press the medium attack option, he'll teleport right in front of the opponent and hit them, which will cause a wall bounce, and then hard does it from behind. Now, you can actually combo the gunshots into either medium or hard, which will allow you to get at least a small combo.
Think fast. Over here.
At least if you're quick enough. So you get some small damage off of that. Alright, let's talk about back special now. Back special basically gives you the formation sword. The formation sword kind of acts kind of like a trap, where if your opponent lands in it, or if you hit them with it, you see it puts them in this stun state for a really long time, which allows you to follow up for combos. This is actually pretty important for Quantum Red's game plan as well. Now, if you double tap the special button after doing back special, you'll get the formation air blade, which kind of works as his uppercut. Now, if you press the special button again after you hit the opponent, it'll bring them back down to the ground with a ground bounce, so you can actually continue getting combos from there. Moving into his forward special gives you the Quantum Leap. The Quantum Leap has him leap forward, and you fire several gunshots towards the ground at your opponent. But from here, you can actually do a number of things as well. If you press the light attack option, he'll go into the trick shot stance. If you press the medium attack option, he'll fire another gunshot down. And if you press the hard attack option, he'll fire one forward. You can actually charge both of these as well.
Quantum leap. Time for charge.
So, I believe that's all the specials. The last special that we're going to talk about is his air special, which is basically just air blade. It functions the exact same way, and allows you to bring the opponent back down to the ground for combos. And that's going to do it for all of Quantum Red's special moves. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start moving into combos, starting with our light auto combo, mediums, and hard. Now, let's go ahead and kick up our easy combos just a little bit. A lot of Quantum Red's combos are going to start the same way, and that's going to be with our standing medium, crouching medium, standing hard, and then back special for formation sword. Now for this easy combo, after we throw out the formation sword, we'll then jump up and do an air medium into air special. Make sure to press the special button again when you connect with the air blade in order to bring them back down to the ground. After that, we'll then do a crouching light, standing medium, standing hard, and then go into EX from there. So altogether, you should have something that kind of looks like this.
Acceleration.
Now, also under the easy category for his combos, we can also get at least some small damage, solo damage, off of his throws. So if we do forward throw or back throw, we can then do a crouching hard, and then we can cancel that into special, just for some added burst damage. So we can get this, and then we can also get this. This same thing also applies to his trick shot stance. In the trick shot stance, we can do special, and then into our medium or hard attack option. We will then do a crouching hard, and then into special for some extra damage. So from the medium or hard attack options of trick shots, you can get this. And from the other way,
Think fast.
and that's pretty much what you get. Alright, let's go ahead and move into our intermediate combos. So from here, what we're going to do is, just like the easy combo, it starts the same way.
Formation sword.
But after we do Formation Sword, we'll then move into our Staircase combo. For Quantum Red, this is going to be a staggered Air Light Medium into another staggered Air Light Medium. Now, after we do that second Air Medium, we'll then go straight away into our Special and bring them back down to the ground by pressing Special again. So we'll get this. And then just like our easy combo, we will end with a Crouching Light, Standing Medium, Standing Hard, and then go into EX from there. So altogether, we should have something that kind of looks like this.
Formation sword. Dude, acceleration mode.
Alright guys, let's start moving into the fun stuff. So for this advanced combo that we're going to be doing, we're going to do it just like our intermediate combo, all the way up through the Staircase combo. So we'll have this. Staircase combo. Now from here, as opposed to pressing Special, what we'll do instead is we'll do Standing Medium, Standing Hard, Quantum Leap, and then we will charge the medium attack option. So the opponent will already be in the corner at this point, which is why the Staircase combo part actually helps. It'll put them close enough in the corner because it has good corner carry. Because if we do the full charge of the medium attack option, he'll drop straight to the ground, and we won't be able to connect with the next part of this combo, which is going to be our Crouching Medium. So after we do the full charge shot, we'll then do Crouching Medium into Standing Hard into another Formation Sword. So at this particular point, what we'll have is something that kind of looks like this.
Formation sword. Formation sword.
And you'll want them that high up by the life bars because we need that time in order to charge a neutral special. With as close to the corner as we are, they'll flip over to the other side. We'll be able to recover and then do a elbow drop for an OTG. We'll then follow up with a Crouching Light, and then go into EX from there. So altogether, we should have something that looks like this.
Formation sword. Quantum leap. Formation sword. Maximum. Dude, acceleration.
And may the power protect you all.
Alright guys, so the last combo I'm going to show you guys is what to do when you have the Quantum Sword. So the setup for this is going to be pretty easy, because pretty much anything into Formation Sword, you'll activate Super. Because the Formation Sword keeps them stuck in the air for so long, you'll have plenty of time to visualize this, and then go into Quantum Sword. Now from here, what we'll do is we'll do a Standing Medium into Crouching Hard to get the launcher. We'll then jump up and do an Air Medium into Air Special to bring them back down to the ground by pressing Special again. Don't forget that part.
I need more quantum power.
We will then do another Standing Medium into Launcher. We'll jump up and then do another Medium, but instead of doing a Formation Air Sword, we'll do a Air Hard, which will flip them over to the other side. So at this particular point, what we'll have is something that looks like this.
I need more quantum power.
Now, after they flip over to the other side, we'll then do another Standing Medium, we'll do a regular Standing Hard, and then we'll do the Quantum Displace, which is forward with Special. This is where the combo actually gets a little bit tricky. Another thing I do want to mention is that every time you hit the opponent with the Quantum Sword, it slightly freezes them for a second, so it kind of changes the timing with which you do your combo, so just make sure you guys get used to that. But anyway, after we do the Quantum Displace, we will then wait for a moment, and at the right timing, we will do a Standing Light, Standing Medium, Standing Hard into the Quantum Divide, which we will do with Special, and then we'll do forward with Special to do the Quantum Displace. So basically, with the sword, you'll have this. And then once again, we'll have enough time to do another light, medium, and hard. From there, we'll be able to go into EX. This is going to be the hardest part, just getting used to doing the Quantum Divide, and then connecting the light afterwards.
Quantum displace.
But that's going to be the part that you're going to want to practice the most. So altogether, we should have something that kind of looks like this.
I need more quantum power. Quantum displace. Quantum displace. Finish sequence.
Impossible.
And that's what you guys will get. Alright guys, now that we're done talking about combos, let's go ahead and move into Quantum Red's game plan. And if you guys haven't figured it out by now, Quantum Red, it probably plays a little bit more on the defensive side. A large part of this is because of his long-range normals and specials, but as opposed to other Zoni style characters who kind of control space by jumping up and doing gun taunts as well too, he also controls space using the formation sword. This is a large part of his game plan in controlling space, because if you're trying to put pressure on your opponent, you can throw it right above their head to restrict their movement, kind of like that. And then also using that in combination with his long-range gunshots in order to frustrate your opponent into making bad decisions, and also just messing up that defensive play while having this out to restrict their movement in order to run in and try and establish some pressure on your opponent and get those hits. Now, I will say that there is kind of a strict timing between doing gunshots with special and then doing forward special into the Quantum Leap to kind of maximize your gunshots. So what I like to do instead, just to make this a little bit easier, is I will do a crouching hard into Quantum Leap, or I'll do a crouching hard into special. And also you want to make sure in order to mix up your special gunshots between charges and full charges in order to keep your opponent guessing. So you can do stuff like this. Stuff like that. Stuff like this. And that's a lot of what you'll be doing with Quantum Red, at least in the neutral. The trap is really, really dangerous just because if you have two bars, you can go straight into this, and you can get these whole combos started, which will lead into bonkers damage. So guys, if you can master those gunshots and keeping out that trap, I think you'll be doing pretty good with Quantum Red here. And that, guys, will do it for this character breakdown featuring Quantum Red. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back to you later with future videos. This is Parker Lad, and I will see you guys next time.